Hello, 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 hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome to pre-market analysis on Tuesday, February the 23rd, 2021. Wow, 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 wow. What could be the catchphrase of the day? The catchphrase of the day actually could be call scalping Tuesday on a bearish year. Typically, we hear we I don't know if we coined the phrase put scalping Tuesday, but at least based on which that's observed last time that I was looking at the pre-markets, which was about 30 minutes or so before I went to my routine of preparing for this uh, stock market technical analysis daily. Pretty much everywhere I was looking, everything was red. So in that type of context, well, the market starting bearishly, it's a case of scalping for calls. And so we are going to quickly go through our routine sections on here, which are pretty much looking at the ETF, SPY, QQQ, IWM, and then we will dive into specific stock of interest. The week is still young. Where will we close the month of February? That's still to be determined. So, welcome to the show. My name is Telex, and you are watching a live trading session, pre-market analysis on Successful Trading YouTube channel. We take the opportunity to say hello to Mr. Andrew inside of the live chat. Mr. Andrew, or anybody else who is under the sound of my voice, if you could confirm the quality of the sound such that it is satisfactory to your ears, and we shall get going. In the meantime, let me bring in I have SPY on one window. So this is TradingView if you are new on here. And let's start with maybe some type of quantitative analysis in twofold. So we have 4 days of trading before the month of February closed. So here we have, you are looking at the closing of the month of January. Yeah, these 4 candles on here, 4 consecutive candles. This is SPY daily chart. On the 26th of January, SPY was at the time, it was a 52-week high, I believe, or actually, yeah, I believe it was an all-time high because we have been climbing all the way. 385.55, and on that week, starting on 26th of Jan, actually the week started 25th, yeah, 25th of Jan, so this was a Tuesday, and then on Wednesday we gapped down. It's at this very level where we are right now. That's how we traded on January the 26th. This was a Tuesday. Interesting. And on that day, and on that week, we closed the month on the 29th. This month only has all the way to the 26th. Yeah, but the numbers of day are quite the same. It's just February is a shorter month. Well, my friend, my point on here in that we went from 385 in 1 week of SPY to 368. That's a whooping 27 points thereabout. Yeah, I'm not saying that that's how it's going to go, but I'm just showing which that is possible, because when when we can start imagining which that's possible, then it's easier somehow to conceive the trade. Now, let's push back a year ago, about the same time in February, and for that, the scenario we were in terms of the economy and or where SPY was trading is not that much has changed. The context is still the same. Yeah, we are within this pandemic era, and at the time, I want to show you how we closed the month of February. Here was February here. So the last few candles of February went all the way to the 28th. So my friend, on February the 24th, which was the beginning of that last week, SPY was trading at 321. Yeah. Close, the low on the 28th was 285. Let me repeat that again. So let me repeat that again. Maybe let me zoom further. Yeah, let's zoom further such that we can really, and I could use the button on TradingView on here to go to, but I guess I have committed myself into this already. All right. So here are the candles on here, and I made sure that you guys can see the dates at the very bottom. So February 24th, 2020. That is, yeah, meaning the same week last year. This is what SPY, and we just showed you previously, had January of this year finished. So The high here 325, 285 the low. So that's about 40 points. Okay. Just put things in perspective, folks, in terms of why am I saying this? Because of, I mean, the trend, the daily trend on here on SPY, right? We have been talking about this for a while now. When a stock start moving or any instrument you are trading, that's the basis of technical analysis. We are posting lower lows. Well, be it just 2 days, right? Really, for SPY. SPY hasn't moved that much. I'm going to show you an ETF that actually has been making a bigger bearish move. But in this case here, we are starting this morning on here 385.11 on SPY. That's if the good people are trading view, they're giving us the right number on the 385 thereabout. That's below the EMA 20. That's the green line. The yellow line is the exponential moving average 8th period, which stand at 389.49. 389.47 rather, my apologies. So we are below both moving average at the beginning on here. Moreover, see this MACD on here? That's another indicator. That's some technical that trader like to use, right? The crossover of the MACD price now is a lagging indicator, mind you. The MACD is a lagging indicator in the sense that, okay, the price well, actually, in this case, most of the time, actually, the MACD can actually precede the price. So it's the leading indicator in the sense that, okay, you can have this cross. Let's say this cross happened on here. We were still not quite in bearish. I mean, bearish in the sense of SPY recently of these indexes, like for 4 days is posting lower lows. That's what it means. Bearish, the big bearish market back in February of 2020, we are not there. We are not talking that yet. No, we are not talking, because again, on that, but even here back in January of 2021, in a span of 4 days, SPY lost 27 points. So the ETF that's really, really got my attention, and we spoke about it yesterday, right? We said, so this is QQQ, folks. The move are more violent, meaning the descent is more violent. How would you have to know, folks? As of pre-markets right now, QQQ is down by 1.6%. It went as down as 1.995, almost minus 2% in very, very early in pre-market. Kid you not, it printed 316. So here's the lower Bollinger, folks. It took it literally 3 days. Well, 5 days if we go all the way back to, let's say, February the 16th. But over recently on here, from being above the exponential moving average 8, the yellow line supports, now it's tackling the lower Bollinger. Anytime any stock is tackling the lower Bollinger, I mean, that's bearish territory, really. That's bearish territory. So the move we spoke about this yesterday, if you were with us here in this pre-market, that, hey, QQQ was gaining difference between SPY. We spent time yesterday setting up a trade that didn't go anywhere on against a trade on SPY, because SPY had expiration yesterday, but those are super cheap. So for us, we apply, which that we shared with you. So we took position on SPY for puts yesterday. And what strike are we using? What strike did we use? I just apply the ATM. Yeah, I went 300 puts. Yeah, 300 puts. I think they were going for less than 30 cents. So let's see on here over the last 4 days what transpired in this market. Definitely, SPY being below the moving average, that's an entry. It has not happened recently that much, folks. Yeah, here it is since, well, can we go back the last time? September time frame. Yeah, a little bit here, September time frame, and later that November. So at least in terms of as traders, I showed you, as long as the instrument that you are trading is moving, I feel fairly comfortable on making money, because if here in this type of scenario, QQQ starting down 5 points or so, come on, hopefully they can give us another 5 points in either direction, and we know how to make money out of that. So I hope you do too. If not, this is your opportunity to join. We will join Successful Trading. We know how to teach you how to make money in a moving market. As we approach and above 9 a.m., 9:03 Eastern time, In New York and in Montreal, we say hello to Mr. Andrew. Thank you for confirming the sound. Miss Marcy, Miss Festus, glad to have you. Guys, any stock that you want us to take a look at today, anything is fair. I had an abundance of choices. I put together some gangster trade very early on here, but my friend, let's just go to the chart. Actually, let's go to FinViz and to take a general look. I don't know. I got a chuckle this morning. I think one of the trader wrote inside of the Discord. I'm gonna read it verbatim. Seems like all the stock that went down during COVID are going back up, and all the stock that went up during COVID are going down. So, I mean, for me, my takeaway out of that, other than the smile, is that so is COVID over? Because if Mr. Chief is making the statement that the stock that went down during COVID, so so is COVID over? Because I don't know about you, but one of the reasons why I'm doing this is because COVID is still in full effect. Unfortunately, it's not a laughing matter, right? I was it yesterday. I just saw a glimpse yesterday of the total death toll numbers. So yeah, well. But I get the sense of what's Mr. Jimmy meant to say. The market definitely is showing some type of bizarroid world, meaning some of the service industry, and I'm going to illustrate on here. We are still seeing FinViz, right? Some of the service industry for which, hey, all of the sudden, when let's say last year at the beginning of the pandemic, we're going down. I'm talking things like okay, let's pick an example on here. So here we are looking at the pre-markets on FinViz, right? So up this morning, you see things like Win Results. Yeah, that's service industry, right? Consumer cyclical, results and casinos. Okay, MGM. So those are your bullish ones. Another bullish one trend that I saw, that's we let's say maybe they are not up by that much, but the airlines, they were very resilient in pre-markets. Yesterday, for instance, America Airlines jumped 9% or 10% thereabout, or even more. But here it is. It's in the green side this morning on here. So that's what Mr. Jimmy is saying. Conversely, if we go on to the bearish side, well, I'm not going to talk about CCIV, Churchill Capital. I don't know. I need to make a video on SPAC and all of that wahala that has been going on there. I meant to do that video a long time ago for whatever reason. But hey, maybe, I don't know. I need the motivation to make videos on things that I don't know if they are of interest to traders or not. But yeah, actually, some of the traders, so I think the title of the video is going to be, you don't need to trade spikes, Bitcoin or what else? Or the short squeeze stock you can to make big profits. Really, that's my point. Yesterday I shared a little bit something that may have been, I don't know how that was perceived in the hangout room of our traders. So meaning that for me, if I have to trade a stock that needs to move, that's the stock, yeah, move 20-30% to make 100% on option, or 150 or 200%. I kid you not, I don't find that very efficient, to be honest with you, really. Especially at the same time, like a day like yesterday, there were the big boy stocks that, if you will, let me give you a few. Tesla, Badu, Roku. I mean, they moved 6%, even on a Monday 7%. You're talking 10 baggers, my friend. Yes, Badu made a 10 bagger yesterday on that crazy move reversal. That wasn't the first one. Badu on Friday had over more than a 10 bagger. Trust me, I missed it, so I will know. I sold my position too early on Friday on Badu with decent gain, mind you. With decent gain, not quite a 10 bagger. It was like in the 700%. But then between 2 p.m. and the closing, Badu went berserk, and I was not in front of the screen. So since then, not that there's no such thing as revenge trade, but Badu has been very dynamic. It's a $300-something stock, my friend. You just need even a move of 10 points or something. So Badu's being down, starting down in the red this morning. Oh, I want a piece of that. I want a piece of the pie. So that was the point that I was making. I will explain a bit further maybe in the video later. And you can tell me how you feel about that. Trading stocks that need to move 20-30% to make 100% on option, or trading a stock that moves, let's say 3%, 4% for a much bigger return than some of those. Why? Because of the implied volatility, right? The market makers are having a feast with all of these short squeeze stocks. That was the point on that. But long story short, so actionable things on here this morning. Anything is game, my friend. Anything goes this morning. You pick any stock. There are gaps everywhere, and so let's highlight some of the one that's for cause of attention in pre-markets, if you allow me. Yeah. So let's go in here and just not in any particular order. So maybe we start with the Bitcoin ones, the Bitcoin related. So Riot, congratulations if you picked. I don't know actually if that price, because the pre-market has been wild, folks. Yeah, I think we have it today. We are going to have a case of wild Wednesday on a Tuesday. Actually, no, this one was down a lot. It's still down. It's down minus 13%, but it was down as much as minus 17%. So this is it here. From a technical point of view, one could say that, okay, was it a case to bounce off of the EMA 8, the yellow line, but it's starting really just below that, right? The yellow line, EMA 8 is at 58.40. Riot is starting at 56.30, at least 10 minutes into 20 minutes before the session open on here. So below that, that's a bearish trend. So here this morning, you can definitely consider that as a Ganser trade if that's a strategy that's you fancy trading and if you're familiar with it. Yeah. Next in line, still in the so-called Bitcoin, not Bitcoins, crypto sphere. Oh my goodness, Square. I don't know about you, but for me, when I see something like this in pre-market, I just go, oh, you gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. Because this is one for which, I mean, it's easy. You can tell me, yeah, Telex, you're doing Monday quarterbacking. No. Meaning, a stock like this one, right? Let's pause on here for a minute. Let's take a step back. Obviously, like many of these, it has been trending up for most part of 2021, right? Recently posting new all-time high. And then, so a stock over the last 5 days here, it has bounced off of the support EMA 8. That's the yellow line. Yeah. So at some point on here, yeah, you can tell me, yeah, they can continue going sideways, but really it's an invitation for us for a nice overnight strangle. Yeah, because now it has room technically to go further. So from this point on here, I'm just saying that for future reference, you see a setup like this one, take 300 calls, and then you go with if you want to keep symmetry, that's 32 points or 230 puts or thereabout. And then you wake up in the morning like this. Trust me, on a Tuesday, this stock has moved $16. These are the type of stock, trust me, they don't need to move 30%, 20% to make you a 10-bagger. Square, one of these, if this trend continues, some of these puts, I don't know, 230, 220, 215, they're bound to give you a 10-bagger on a Tuesday. I guarantee you that. Oh, yeah. Oh. And then this thing has earnings tomorrow. Is this, are the earnings after hours? Oh, okay. Fantastic. Whew. All right. So I haven't missed anything. Then that's mean that we're going to have, if the earnings for Square, let me check when are the earnings for Square. So we can already pencil that as a rendezvous with Square. So the earnings are after hours. Fantastic. So earnings after hours on Square. So that's mean that Wednesday, we have an appointment with a gangster trade on Square. All right, fantastic. In the meanwhile, I mean, today, definitely. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, if the earning being after hours today, so definitely we can scalp on Square. So Square's going to be on top of my screen today, just like a sniper. So meaning the idea is what? The idea of scalping is that we're going to buy something depending on the direction at the time to take advantage of the manipulation of the implied, did I say that right? Manipulation? Shh, that's not a word that we use here. Of the implied volatility by the market makers, and we will be closing the position before the market close. So Square, it's definitely one on the radar. It's down minus 6.66%. I don't like 6666. No. Oh my goodness. So hey, in any case, we hope to. Oh, how about this one? Okay, maybe this one is easier. This is no quarterbacking by Telex or anything. This one has been posting lower lows every single day over the last 5 days. Yeah? Well, at least, the trader in our subscription system, I believe it was one of the one with big momentum yesterday. And we said at the end of the day, hopefully we have witnessed. We said that typically on a Monday with a momentum such as that one, that momentum is bound to continue on Tuesday. So if you were trading, or if you acted on that, you were trading PayPal puts yesterday, congratulations, you are 10 points down. Just let me know in the Discord how much 10 point down on a $275 stock, how much percentage that leads you to. Another one that was it the top one? Yeah, I think when everything was said and done, it was the top stock yesterday on our subscription trade alert. Tesla, my friend, Tesla. Yeah, the trend has been bearish since the crossover. We even have the how do we call it, the crossover of the EMA 8 below the EMA 20 here last week on the 16th. Then a little bit of sideways, and then the plunge yesterday, the option paid yesterday. For us, I think we recommended as of last Thursday, mind you. That's when we provide our alerts. Yes, you can ask around. The 670 puts, well, at the time, how much were they worth, folks? They were worth they were the most expensive as usual. When we have Tesla on our subscription trade alerts, they are the most expensive one. I think they were worth $2 something. They went as high as $11 yesterday, the 670 puts. And then this morning, they are about $4 in the money. So I leave that to you to calculate to how much those 670 puts they will be worth at the open. I think they will be north of $20. So meaning that's a 10-bagger. If you were to take that trade, it was bearish or that's a 10-bagger over the span of 2 days. So and please, if somebody, I don't know, is Beautiful Kate on here? I'm not sure. I didn't see him. If somebody asked me if we could write down some of the stock that we talk about in pre-market. So if somebody is nice enough inside of the trader hangout to just list some of the stock that we talked about. We record the gangster one, but other than those, because everything can be gangster. You just pick really, especially on a day like this. So we talk about Square, we talked about Riot, we talk about PayPal, we talk about Tesla. Who else? What else do we want to bring to our attention here this morning? We talked about Badu, Roku, obviously. Oxy is a one that's had earnings. It's a tiny $25 stock, so let's see what goes on to it. And we talked about QQQ. My friend, with these, oh yeah, let me bring another one. I cannot forget about that one. I messed up that trade yesterday. Actually, two more. Pins is another one that has been bearish here. It's gapping down. When a stock market gap down like this, folks, there are trades everywhere. That's where really the advantage of the gangster trade will come in. If let's say we don't get fill on the gangster trade, guess what? At some point, that will most likely mean that a stock is trading into a certain direction. You just trade it naturally with the famous bullish above you are posting higher highs, bearish below you are posting lowest lows. As simple as that. That's a principle that we have been using for ages on here. Apple has been bearish, I believe. We talked about it last week. It was one of the first one to cross below its moving average. So that's one right there. So here's pins. Yesterday, bounced a little bit off of the EMA 20, the green line. And then this morning, just like everybody else, gapping down. That's a lot. That's what Mr. Jimmy was talking about. Some of the stock that were bullish during COVID, now they are bearish. One such stock was, for instance, Peloton. We tried trading Peloton on Friday. It didn't make any move. But boy, yesterday, look at this. And then this morning, 121. So where's the support here, folks? The next line of support here is 10 point down at 110. And after that is 100. So should the markets really continue this trend, it's not far-fetched that by Friday, my friend, you are seeing 100. So these are some of the big movers, really. That's so many. Yeah, that's so many. That's are going on. Nvidia is down as well. AMG is down as well. Western Digital is down -3%. So again, if you are rather in the sense that you want to trade bullishly on a market that's bear, the sectors that are bullish this morning are the banks. I think when I say bullish, at least they are not all in red. So JP Morgan, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Goldman Sachs, they're about, even though for me, when I see Goldman Sachs at $316, all I want to do is buy puts. That's just me. That's just me. That's just me. So banks and airlines are the ones that are staying above the fray overall. And the third industry, all company, because XOP is green. XOP. So what type of stock do we? So Oxy is one that's, I mean, it has earnings. So, but for us, we are trading against on it anyway. So, HFC, Holy Frontier Corporation, HES, that's another one that's part of that whole thing. Or you just trade XOP by itself. All right. So, all right. Oh yeah, but one last one for the road. I mean, I feel like I'm talking about all the stock, all of the big stocks. They are moving and they're down. Etsy, here's another one. Yeah, gapping down above the moving average. Here we go. Here we go, folks. All right, it's 9:20. I'm going to need all 10 minutes to reset, do my little meditation, put in my Ganser trade, and hanging tight for a wild ride on call scalping Tuesday. Yeah, I think today is going to be call scalping Tuesday because the market is starting bearishly. So the puts are going to be the one paying from the get-go. So thank you, everybody. We hope you got something out of this, and we'll see you on the next episode. Have a great trading session, and we will be in the Discord room. Bye-bye.